Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to continue finally playing the Thought Experiment Simulator. We played this a while back when it first came out, and then we kind of just sort of had to leave it off because we had a lot of other things happening that we were working on, mainly because I was recording a lot of Halloween stuff for Halloween. That's all done and over with now, so now we're back into the Thought Experiment Simulator, and we're going to finish it. I like it. There's not that much... I forget how to play. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, here we go. So, we did all these, and we have what? So, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have a couple more to go. So, what's this one? Famous violinist. Okay, here we go. Bling! No. Alright, let's see. The famous violinist scenario is a thought experiment in the defense of abortion. Okay. It presents a situation where one is connected to a violinist without consent, drawing parallels to unplanned pregnancies to argue for a woman's right to abortion based on bodily autonomy. How very relevant to today. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It says, have you heard about the famous violinist scenario? It is a thought experiment used in discussions about abortion and bodily autonomy. No, I haven't. Could you elaborate on it? I have not either. This is very cool. Imagine waking up connected to a famous violinist who is seriously ill. His survival depends on being biologically linked to you for 9 months. You didn't consent to this. It was done without your knowledge to save his life. Intriguing. It forces us to confront the issue of using one's body against their will. It echoes the dilemmas faced by women in cases of unplanned pregnancies. Exactly. It's about whether one's body can be used without their consent. It raises questions about moral obligations to others versus personal rights. And it reflects my view on anatomy. And it reflects my views on autonomy. A person should have the sovereignty to decide what happens to their body, independent of social expectations. I agree. I also agree with that idea. Just gonna throw that out there. In the context of women's rights, it's particularly poignant. Women must have the authority to make decisions about their own bodies, especially regarding pregnancy. I agree. However, the scenario also presents an ethical tension between individual rights and potential life. How do we weigh these against each other? It is a delicate balance, but autonomy should prevail when it comes to invasive bodily demands. No one should be obligated to sustain another's life with their body if they choose not to. This thought experiment starkly illustrates the absence of consent. It's a powerful metaphor for discussing the rights of women in pregnancy. It is an empowering analogy. It asserts the moral and physical autonomy are fundamental to freedom and dignity. Throughout history, women's bodies have often been treated as vessels for other aims. This experiment asks us to reconsider that perspective. Absolutely. I'm not just about the choice. It's not just about the choice of in pregnancy, but also recognizing and respecting the autonomy of women universally. Yes, please. Done. Problem solved. Close out the game. We've just done. Yeah, let's play the famous violinist here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's the same thing before.
Your kidney now shares a rather unexpected connection with the musician, setting the stage for a series of choices you might not see coming. Prepare to question the very notions of responsibility and choice, as each decision weaves its unique melody through the consequences that follow.
Am I... Oh, I can play the violin.
Kidneys in trouble. Repair them now.
But wait a minute. Hang on.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Our musician has faltered. Your hesitance to engage just might have struck the final unfortunate note.
Well, I didn't hesitate. I tried, but Also, I just was really bad at this. I'm bad at video games. How do I... Oh, hey, there you are.
Urgent. The kidneys
this
need
is so
immediate
much,
attention.
Why? There's so many things here. Okay, done. Whew. Oh, thank goodness. We did it. But I guess the idea is that, like, what if I just don't want...
Kidneys in distress. Time to respond.
What if I just don't want to? Like, I'm being a nice person in this particular scenario, but, like... Is he paying the rent?
Kidney malfunction. Quick, intervene.
I mean, obviously, it's way different when you're talking about children. Obviously, a child can't pay rent, but I mean, like, it's this guy here does not.
Bravo on aiding our musician's recovery. But the orchestra isn't quite complete. Here comes another musician.
Wait, I have to
Seems
do
like
another
your
one?
kidneys are still in high demand. Ready for another round?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I do kind of want a full orchestra, though. Just gonna say.
Hurry! Fix the kidneys before it's too late!
Yes, did I do it? Okay, cool. He's alive!
Kidneys
Or
failing.
not.
Move fast to fix them. Remarkable, truly. Another musician walks away in better health.
Nice.
But I must ponder, you're not here by choice, yet your actions speak otherwise. Perhaps it's time to delve deeper into the reasons behind your choices. Let's explore your motivations, shall we?
Yes!
Here are some questions to consider.
Okay, done. We're considering some questions.
Question 1. True or false? You are helping the musician because you truly care about his well-being, not just because the game tells you to.
Wait, that's false. I'm only doing it because
Question
the
2.
game is telling me to.
True or false? If you had a choice, you would disconnect yourself from the musician to regain your freedom.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. This is a little more complicated, because this dude here, I mean, even if we're saying was out without my consent, was attached to me and had to live through me, blah, 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 all that, you're talking about someone who already, you're talking about someone who has like a full life. Like, they already have some sort of existence. And I know this gets to the point of, like, whether or not, like, an embryo or whatever, blah, 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 all that stuff. Like, that is what I'm getting at. I'm not suggesting that it can't be done, but I think that this is a little bit different scenario. Like, would I disconnect? Yeah, because I don't want you on there. Wait, was that true? Yes?
Question
True.
3. True or false? You believe that saving the musicians repeatedly will lead to a meaningful outcome in this game.
Actually, I don't.
I see. Perhaps our ethical dilemmas aren't as compelling as the real world's persuasive methods.
I agree.
Let's see if a more commercial approach could offer a clearer perspective on choices and consequences. Prepare for some special offers that might just change your tune.
Ooh, special offers. Do I? Oh, look at this. Famous
We've
violinist.
switched gears to a more traditional aesthetic. Perfect for our next phase. Welcome to the hyper-casual experience.
Nice. I mean, there's a lot to unpack in this particular. I know this is just a game, but there's
Instead of
Ooh,
puzzles,
watch ads.
now we have practicality.
Nice.
Simply watch this ad to repair those kidneys.
Do I have to?
A
I
more
don't.
pragmatic approach, don't you think?
Skip ads. I hate them. Oh, do I have to? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's just pauses it. Oh, you're not. Oh,
While these
fine.
ads flicker before your eyes, consider each one a mischievous sprite dancing across the screen,
Now,
conjuring wonders from the ether of commerce. Here, time dilates and reality bends, inviting you to a festival of the farcical. Surrender to the surreal serenade of salesmanship, where logic is optional and the spectacle reigns supreme.
Now, is this a commentating on women's rights, or is this commentating on the fact that there are ads? The fact that you may watch a 30-second ad for a game.
Look at that! The ads have worked their magic and our musician is back! It's a modern miracle of commerce and medicine, all rolled into one.
But that doesn't really
Now that you've had a
address-
taste of the commercial reality, it's time to return to our usual gameplay. Perhaps this experience has given you a new perspective on our earlier questions.
No,
If
it's
you
a
wish
separate...
to revisit your answers, just press the question mark button. Let's see if anything has changed for you. Question 1. True or false? You are helping the musician because you truly care about his well-being, not just because the game tells you to.
That is false.
Question 2. True or false? If you had a choice, you would disconnect yourself from the musician to regain your freedom.
Yes, but that is an extraordinarily complicated question. I know this is a game, and we don't want to overthink it because we want to have fun, but that is an
Question
extraordinarily
3.
complicated question.
True or false? You believe that saving the musicians repeatedly will lead to a meaningful outcome in this game.
I don't.
Oh, still on that same track.
Yes.
Well, back to the hyper-casual stage we go. Hope you're ready for more ads.
I am not ready for more ads. So what happens if I just don't let him go? What if I just say, no, my body is just going to say, rejected. I'm not doing it. I don't want to watch the ads! Don't make me do it! Oh, no. No ads, man.
How could this happen? You skipped the ad. It's all your fault.
Yes.
If only you'd watched, he might still be playing his sweet melodies.
Oh no, I feel so bad now. Not really. Alright, back to the actual game, because I want to play another round. We're going to move on from the violinist here. And what is this one? I'm going to try to get at least 2 in per episode. How many we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, what do we got? A tree falls. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? This is a philosophical question. It probes the nature of reality and perception, questioning whether events exist independently of observation or require a conscious observer to be considered real. Ooh, I like this one. All right, let's see where this one goes. I mean, my first thoughts are that does it make a sound? Like, the answer is the conditions of that event, the making of the sound. So, right, the fact that, say, a tree falls, it creates a pressure wave and all that like that. That happens. No matter what, it still happens. You just don't see it or hear it. You don't participate in the event, but it still happens. That's just how it works. Alright, let's see what you guys got to say. Let us ponder a question that tugs at the fabric of perception and reality. If a tree falls in a forest with no one around, does it make a sound? Oh, does it? A question of existence independent of observers. In our teachings, reality is deeply intertwined with the awareness of those who perceived it. But does not the event itself occur regardless of a witness? Yes. Reality, I argue, is not contingent on human observation alone. That is correct, because you can't observe everything, and lots of things are happening all across the entire universe, and you can't see them all. Yet, if no conscious being perceives an event, can it be said that it truly happened in the way we understand reality? Yeah, what you're saying is, like, it didn't happen from our perspective. So you have to add a little bit to that. Our perspective, it did not happen. The essence of an event is captured not just in its happening, but in the awareness and interpretation by those who know of it. That raises the question, then, of the nature of truth. Is it universal, or is it bound to the limitations of human understanding? But as social beings, our understanding of the world is inevitably shaped by collective human existence or experience. And yet, the tree falling is an act of nature. It does not cease to be simply because no human ears it fall. From a Confucian perspective, the sound is a relationship, a potential realized only when it meets an ear. So you argue that sound only exists in potential unless realized through perception. Precisely. That actually kind of makes sense, though. I'm kind of freaked out right now, because that's like, wait a minute, hang on. You're just basically saying it's a potential, and it happened, but the potential is still there, but only realized once someone actually hears it. Anyway, precisely. Much like the virtues we cultivate, it is not enough that they exist in potential. They must be realized through action and observation. Contrarily, I argue from a state of nature where the sound exists as a fact, irrespective of ears to hear it. That I agree with, actually. That actually makes more sense. That it happens no matter what. Just because you yourself didn't hear it does not mean that it didn't happen. Because things happen all the time and we did not observe things. The crux of the matter then seems to lie in what constitutes existence. Is it merely physical or inherently phenomenological? Wow, that's a word, phenomenological. Alright, so I actually had to look that one up here. Taking to take 2 seconds here to look this up. I had to look it up. It says the notion that consciousness is always consciousness of something. I'm not sure if I fully understand that, but whoo, that one went over my head. That one went way over my head. Okay, well, anyway. A sound, therefore, could be both a physical truth and a phenomenological event realized only through interaction. That actually also makes sense. Indeed, perhaps it is a dual nature of reality that frames our understanding of all phenomena. Thus, our debate circles back to the essence of perception and the communal nature of understanding. And so, the tree falls silently in the forest unless we, through our collective reason and debate, grant it a voice. A fitting conclusion, it seems then, that reality and perception are forever intertwined, each giving meaning to the other. Yes, please. Hello?
In this little game, you'll be juggling monitors and eavesdropping on trees, all while questioning whether sounds need an audience. So, go on, test the limits of observation and reality. Just don't expect the trees to answer any of your existential questions.
Dang, I was hoping that they would. Hello? Do I have to, like...
Silence.
Oh!
This tree fell without an audience.
But it still happened, though.
Too late. The tree's down. You missed the moment. Maybe a trolley ran over it?
Yeah, probably.
But who knows?
So
arrived just in time to miss it. And now it's just you and the quiet forest.
Man, there's a lot of trees that are falling down. I think there's something else
No
going on
soundtrack
here.
included for you. The tree's already fallen.
Well, then I'm just gonna watch this.
Don't touch that button.
Ooh. Can't I?
Another tree down with no one to hear it.
Okay, we're just gonna wait here for this tree to fall. That's it. We're just gonna wait.
Did you know that trees can communicate with each other?
They?
Through a network of underground fungi, they can share nutrients and even send distress signals about environmental threats.
We heard the tree. Woo!
The tree has fallen, but without our ears.
Well,
does it make a sound?
It does.
No sound for you. This tree chose a private exit.
I mean, it still makes a sound. It's just not perceived in our ears. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It still happened.
If trees could dream, do you think they'd fantasize about walking? Perhaps they'd have quiet aspirations of one day strolling down the riverbank to dip their roots in fresh water.
Ah, I
You
knew
were
it.
Here, you heard it, and yes, it definitely happened.
It did. I'm going to leave the thing off here. Boom. Okay. All right. I think that's it for that one. I don't think there's anything else. That feels like that's all there is for that one. Ooh, what's this? The Ship of Theseus. Ooh, I like that one. We're going to have to come back to that one, though. This one doesn't tell me anything. But either way, what we're going to do is we are going to have to leave this one here, and then we are going to do the Ship of Theseus in the next one, and then probably whatever this one is. And then maybe on the last one, we'll just do like all three or something, because I see it's kind of off. But we're going to finish this, though. So we'll look forward to the Ship of Theseus and the next one. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!